A U.S. Supreme Court decision on trademarks last month is opening the door for companies or individuals to register racially charged words or symbols for their products, including the N-word and even swastikas. Now, in the past, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office would mostly reject filings for offensive words toward a particular group, but the court ruled that violated free speech rights under the Constitution. Joining me now is businessman Mike Lynn. Mike, you have a T-shirt company called T-Shirts Matter. I guess that's a play on Black Lives Matter. And you have, we can see you like to stir the pot a little bit by the T-shirt you're wearing right now with a peach with Trump hair on it, meaning impeachment.
Correct.
All right. So tell me, you've tried to trademark or patent a number of what we would consider to be offensive words, to stereotypical words against ethnic communities, including Asian communities. Why are you trying to get the trademarks on these words, and what do you intend to do with those words?
So I filed a total of 74 trademarks. Some of them aren't going to go, get cleared or get registered. Some of them will. I actually had filed an earlier one called Fear the Hijab, which got stuck because the Slants hearing was still, being in process. So I was kind of following that. And then I just, figured...
That hearing you're talking about is the name of an Asian band out of Portland, Oregon that was fighting to keep that word in the name of their band. And they eventually won.
They did win. So that was a landmark decision that went up to the Supreme Court. So since I've been filing trademarks, I was actually the first to file a trademark for Nasty Woman. I figured, okay, I'm going to go file a few. There's at least 2 that I'd filed after June 19th. Just because, I saw the opportunity.
But the point is, you're going to use these in a business context, right? You're going to use offensive words. Tell me how that's going to work. You're going to have T-shirts that have these words on. Any other products? What's the point is what I'm getting at.
So there's now there's a direct-to-garment print-on-demand technology. So you can do, without any inventory, you can do T-shirts, mugs, posters, tote bags, phone cases, things like that. The intent was more that since I had gotten a bit of press, having been the first to file trademark for Nasty Woman, I thought, okay, I'll file these. Perhaps, I'll get some kind of interest from the press. The intent is more to draw attention towards my T-shirt company.
Okay, but I understand there's another gentleman out there who is also doing the same thing, who wants to basically use these words to take the impact of them away. Much like the black community in many ways has co-opted the N-word, the gay community has co-opted some words. In a commercial sense, this person is saying, if we have these words out there in products, they are less meaningful, they're less hurtful. But I don't think everybody would agree with that.
I don't know if I buy that argument. Recently, Ice Cube had a conversation with Bill Maher, because Bill Maher had a slip-up and he had used the N-word.
Sure.
And Ice Cube said that, that's our word now, we're taking it back. Same with the racial slur that I had filed. I'll take it back.
But are you prepared to wear a word that has a derogatory, stereotypical word on a T-shirt, and you would wear that outside? I mean, do you think that's something that Asians would do as African Americans are doing with the N-word? Because you're going to sell those shirts.
Well, the thing is, I have to show usage so that the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office will give me the registration mark, because that's part of the process. But I've heard the argument from someone else that, for example, for the swastika, they'll just price it at $1,000, or they'll price it really high,
right,
so they can control how the product gets released and what context.
Right.
I might have products and price it really high just so that I control it. No one else can use it.
Okay, Mike Lynn, I thank you for being here. And the idea behind that is if you make the price so high, it is your trademark, and then it would be less affordable for people, so that the KKK, for instance, couldn't use swastikas because it's trademarked, and they don't want to pay the money to be able to use it in their own events. So we thank you for coming by. Appreciate
Wonderful.
it. Interesting conversation. We're going to see how this plays out.
Thank you.
All right. Aliana?